Good evening, everybody. How are you? Happy Tuesday. The sun is shining. I don't know whether it is where you are, but it definitely is where I am, which makes a change. And it is warm. So I feel very rosy and very warm here. Hope you're all okay. Thank you for tuning in. We are covering tonight how to attract a team by attraction marketing and kind of what it is and then how to do it. So we're going to kick off. We have our amazing Polish community joining us as well. And if you are Polish, make sure you're clicking the Joanna is going to record this for us. Amazing. So we've got a Polish recording as well. Thank you, Joanna. So I'm going to share my screen and kick off. Let me just make sure my deck is up. How are you? How has your week been like? Let me know. And where are you tuning in from? That would also be. We've got the amazing Carly Peace on with us today, our brand leader 2-star. And I'm going to hand over to her shortly. She's going to share her tips with us, which is going to be amazing. Always great to get a member's point of view and how we do this. So, Carly, if it's okay with you, I'm going to make you co-host just so you can you keep an eye on the waiting room whilst I am
Yeah, of
chatting.
course, yeah.
Amazing. Okay, guys, here we go. How to attract a team, the basics. So hopefully this will resonate with a few of you and you'll have a few light bulb moments and maybe feel a little bit more confident on how to do this, because I can see that you guys can sell. I can see it in the numbers. You are all doing amazing. All of the markets, are doing amazing, but I am especially proud of the ones that I look after. So well done. So if you can sell, you can build a team. It's super simple, but sometimes it just takes a little bit of confidence in learning the basics and getting familiar and practicing, really. So we're gonna have a look at this today. I'm just gonna move this out the way. Let me just do that. Fabulous. Okay. So how to attract a team. We're going to go over what's attraction marketing, setting up your shop window, the 5 things that make you you, share versus selling. Carly's obviously here. She's going to give us her point of view. She's doing amazing at the moment. We're bringing in new members. Kind of, who are you trying to attract and what to say. So hopefully you can all understand me and I'm not talking too fast. Just tell me to slow down if that's the case. So what is attraction marketing? In a nutshell, attraction marketing is a strategy where businesses focus on providing valuable content, creating engaging relationships with potential customers to attract them to their products or service rather than directly pushing sales, okay? Because they're attracting them to their business kind of unknowingly, if you like. But this approach aims to build trust and genuine connections with your audience, encouraging them to seek you out and to seek out the business and its offering naturally, completely naturally. And hands up if we love a bit of natural. We love it when it comes natural, and it's not pushy and it's not cold or gives us the ick. We want it to be natural. We want people to relate to us, to want to reach out to us, to want to find out more, and to kind of just resonate with who we are as people. And that is the biggest thing when it comes to building a team. Attracting your tribe. And there's so many ways in which you can do it. So I kind of look at it like the full circle effect. It is made up of these 4 elements, which are super important. Your belief, it kicks off with your belief. And this goes to your belief in your goals, why you're here, your own dreams, your own potential, but also the belief in the company and the founders and the vision of where we're going, and most importantly, the products. If you have belief in yourself and what you want to achieve, and belief in the products that we're offering and the vision of our company and Dan Holzman, you have got it nailed, okay? Because you'll be able to put this across with practice. It also begins, the second point is network. Constantly expanding your network and gathering new people into your audience to see your content, to have conversations with, whether this be existing customers and growing your audience through them, like who do they know, events, referrals, hobby and interest groups. There's so many ways in which you can grow your network, but it is super important when it comes to attracting a team and building a team, because you're looking to attract those people that you haven't met yet. You know, you've got to find them, and you want to find them quite naturally, because you want to find them and they want to relate to who you are and what you're all about. And then you've got attraction, attracting who you want to your business, attracting who you want for your products, but who you want to work with, attracting your ideal client and sharing your story, your journey, your life is something you need to do really regularly. And by filling the gaps of knowledge in people, whilst letting your audience get to know you, is where you'll find your tribe from, and those people that you think would love to work with you, or perhaps that haven't thought about it yet, or you're planting a seed with them and they're learning all this stuff from you. And then obviously the last thing is the follow-up and the offer. So we've got our belief, we've got our network, we're growing our network, we're attracting people by sharing stories and valuable content. Now we've got to follow up with them, because there's no point in putting all that valuable content out there, sharing your story, educating, entertaining with your knowledge on products and the business, if actually when you're getting interaction, you do nothing with it. You've got to follow up, especially around your hero product, your favorite product, especially if they've liked or commented on anything to do with the business. Maybe you're posted about a trip, maybe you're posted about something you've won or an event that you've been to. Just be very casual and very bright and breezy, I always say, when you're following up about the business or with a product. So when we're looking at what attraction marketing is, it's knowing your ideal customer and team member. Who do you want? When you're looking at your product side, and I know this isn't so much to do with products, but we've got a lot of people. You've got a favorite product right now, so you're looking for other people that want to enjoy that favorite product of yours. Maybe it is the radiance and collagen, because maybe they're looking to enhance their hair and their skin and their nails, and you're looking to find those people that are struggling with that. But who do you want to work with? Are you looking for other moms like you? Are you looking for other people that have an interest in a certain hobby? Are you looking for people that work part-time, people that have just left uni? Are you looking for the stay-at-home moms? Who are you looking to work with? Showing them that you have a solution to a problem. That's what attraction marketing is. Sometimes they don't even know that they have this problem. But by you sharing valuable content and your valuable knowledge, you're going to be planting seeds that makes them think, oh, actually, that's me. I could really do with that, or I could do with this opportunity. That would fit right into my life. You're making your products and business relatable and easy. Don't overcomplicate everything. Attraction marketing is attracting people to you, and so they can see that you have fun, that you love what you do, that it's easy, and that you love the products. And you can do that by being honest and authentic 100% of the time. I love here in our community how different everybody is. We've got everyone from all walks of life, all ages, all countries, all different hobbies, and those are the things that make you unique and attract your people to you. To be honest and authentic, because that's how people will relate to you and think, I really want to join Joanna, because look, she's into this and she has this hobby and she posts about this all the time. So it's all about creating conversations, and it's about building credibility. You'll notice in this presentation, all my pictures are ones that I have got from all the members that I could find off the top of my head on social media, and they've all come from attraction marketing posts as well. So attracting your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I absolutely loved this photo of Catherine. She's in her car, which is where Catherine always is. She pretty much does her business from her car. Every time I have a meeting with her, she's in her car. And it doesn't surprise me at all that she's doing her face mask and her skincare in her car. But this is Catherine, and she is going to attract her tribe by being 100% authentically herself. So when using social media, think, is this solving any problems? Am I inspiring anybody? Who is my ideal team member? Is your content interesting? Does it give value? And by that, are they learning anything? Are you educating them on anything to do with the products that you love or the business that you're in or how you fit it around your life, why you're here, why you joined? Does your post educate? Are you creating a community with your audience by letting them get to know you? So there's always like the 80-20 rule, or it's honestly up to the individual. But I think it's really great when you go to somebody's social media and you see a real mix of content and it's flip-flopped between business, product, life. Nobody wants to see Beyond Beauty Club on every single post because you were a person before you came here. What are you into? Are you a family person? Do you have children? Are you into dogs? Do you go out hiking? What are you all about? A massive thing about attracting your tribe to you and your team member is about being vulnerable. Hands up in the chat. Who is scared to be vulnerable on social media? Who is scared to share their struggles or the things that they've overcome and put a positive spin on it? Because this is something that really opens up people to you. We have got amazing members at the moment talking about their struggle with menopause, what they're doing for it, how it's affecting them, but they're also having a real laugh with it and they're putting a positive spin on it and they're engaging with their audience because it's relatable. We have amazing members at the moment talking about their gym antics, what they get up to in the gym, how hard they've just found it going back, but what they're looking to accomplish by sticking with it and being consistent, and how vulnerable they felt going back to the gym after a long period of time off. Be vulnerable, be honest, sharing your story whilst giving them tips and giving them hope. So it should always be in a really positive manner. I'm just going to check the chat real quick just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Let's have a look. Okay. So remember, people don't buy the company. People don't think, I really want to join Beyond Beauty Club because it's called Beyond Beauty Club. Or, they buy from you. They buy people. People buy from people. They buy because they relate to you, they like, they know, and they trust you because you're the person that they are building a relationship with. You're the person that is giving credibility to the company. You're the person that is inspiring them about why you're here in this company. You're the person that is showing them the possibilities of being in the company. It's all about you. And the more that you share that, and the more that you share the possibilities, the vision, your goals, your achievements, the more people will like, know, and trust you, and the more people will be open to learning more about being with Beyond Beauty Club. There's a little saying that there are riches in niches. And by that, I mean, when you know the type of person you're looking for me, when I was in the field, and Carly might be different. When I was in the field, I attracted a lot of single moms. I attracted a lot of girl moms. I attracted a lot of people that were into CrossFit because that was what I was about. That was what made up my personality. So I attracted a lot of people that were very similar to me. I attracted a lot of people that worked in a very hectic career and wanted a way out. They'd watch me work in my career for 10 years. They'd watch me work and travel on the road all day. And they'd watch me build a business and slowly go part-time and slowly retire out of my corporate career. I attracted a lot of people that wanted the same story for themselves. So that was my niche. That were the people that I worked with and that I attracted in my business. And that's why they say there are riches in niches. Because when you know your tribe and the people that you like that will relate to you, they're the people that will stay with you, to join you, and they're the people that will help build a business with you as well. So setting up your shop window on social media specifically. Let's have a look at these examples. So just something really quickly to touch on is your shop window. And I've used a few examples from Facebook and Instagram here. What's really important when you're looking at social media, I think personally, is making sure if you want to attract people to you, then let it be about you. Your social media picture shouldn't be a picture of your kids or your dog or a Beyond Beauty Club logo. It should be your picture, and your cover photo should be something that's inspiring, or another group picture, or something that's maybe a little bit intriguing. But what I would probably steer away from is Beyond Beauty Club branding in the first instance, because that screams, I'm with a company and I'm potentially going to try and sell you something. Your bio is so important because it's going to give everybody a snapshot of who you are, and we're going to look into that in a second. You can see here that I'm a girl mom, I'm a positive thinker, I'm a foodie, I'm a sales and marketing professional, and I'm a country lead and field development manager. You can see that Lynn is a home educating boy mom. She's a top leader. She's a big fan of empowering women. She's all about glowing skin. Again, you can see from Amber, she's a British mom living in Ibiza, building online, sharing all things beauty style. Like, what's in your bio? What's going to make people stick around and think, I want to learn more about Magdalena. I want to learn more about Carly. What are they all about? Make sure your bio and your profiles is bright and inviting with no spam. Just on Instagram, the same type of thing. You can see that Lisa here is in Scotland. She's into fitness, wellness, beauty and style. She's a mom of 3. She's an autism mom. She talks about this on her social media. These are the things that make her her, that are going to attract other people into fitness, other autism moms, other people that like beauty and style. Kelly, again, she's a peri-menopausal woman living her best life, so you can see what she's all about on there. Oh, somebody on, we can just mute. Have we got, oh, we got it, thank you. And then Carly, we've got our lovely Carly, who you can see is into skin. I mean, she has the best skin ever. Skin, gym, lifestyle. She's got an amazing home. I know that Carly goes fishing with her boy quite regularly. She's, all about wellness routines. She's really into fitness. And you can see this from Carly's profile because you can see what Carly's all about. So this is what you really need to make sure that you hone in on your social media profile. The way to attract your team is to make sure that they know who you are and they can get to know you, or they can think, I'm going to stick around and watch you because I'm also into this, and I also like that, and I'm also a girl mom, and so forth. Okay, so what makes you you? Who are you trying to attract? This is where you need to kind of get a little bit more specific. So write down 5 things that make you you. These are the 5 things you're going to talk about on your social media, the 5 things that are going to consistently pop up to attract your tribe. You want to relate to other people that like your sense of humor, that maybe have the same goal as you. Maybe they love traveling like you. Maybe you're really into this skincare. Maybe you had some skin problems and you've been all about a new skin routine to develop your skin and improve your skin. Maybe you're a girl mom or a boy mom. Maybe you're an animal lover. Maybe, there's so many things. Maybe you love hiking or knitting. I don't know. Knitting is a bit of a random one. But there's so many things. Write down 5 things that make up your personality, one of which is going to be Beyond Beauty Club, one of which is going to be your favorite product in Beyond Beauty Club. But what are the other things that make up your personality? If you want to attract more people that you can relate to, get on with, have a relationship with, how are they getting to know you? If I look at your profile on social media, am I just going to see sales post after sales post? Or am I going to know what you're into? I know that Carly's into the gym. I know her best friend is called Kim. And I know this from looking at her profile, not because I actually know Carly. If I went to Carly's profile, I'd know that she's got a son called Kyle, and Kyle likes to fish. And he's also now recently got into the gym with her. And her and Kim like fooling around a little bit with social media. There's so many things. And she has amazing hair and amazing skin. There's so many things that you can learn from somebody's profile, and this is what attracts your tribe for sure. So write down those 5 things. Those 5 things are what are going to attract people to you, and that's what you can focus on. That's what you can build your content on. So sharing versus selling. Okay, sharing is about sharing your story, your knowledge, your tips, your results, your humor, your family life. And by kind of put it in your social media content, what's in it for them? What's in it for people to take a look at what you do here? Selling is very much like, I have an offer on, it's £112 a month. Get these 3 items that are all based around collagen. That's selling. Selling is putting a photo of our collagen offer on your social media profile and saying, with your link, and saying, we have this offer on this month. It's amazing. Collagen does so much for the skin. It's £112. Buy here with this link. That's selling. That's icky. You know, you want to share your results, you want to share your knowledge around these 3 products, and you want to use as much original content as possible. So here are some really great examples of Amy Gillespie. She starts this post here. The first one is Amy with did you know? Did you know post? That makes people read it. Did you know? And she's filling in the gaps of knowledge and educating her audience. Emma shared one when she's put, I've had to share this, and she's telling a story about her customer. Victoria has shared something about her relationship with Amber since joining the business and how she's built great friendships. Catherine is sharing about taking the leap 15 months ago and starting the business, and sharing her story about how she felt, but also showing her face, which makes people really relatable. We've got Abby McCartan, who shared a little bit about being on the Momentum Challenge winner call, showing people that we invest back into our members, you know, for personal development reasons. Showing people what they can get out of it here without saying, join my team, you will also get calls, products, things like that. It's just sharing, attracting people so they're becoming educated about what we do and what they could be a part of and what's in it for them. Catherine, again, that's probably a duplicate there. And then Kim Lasso shared a great story about feeling stuck and lost in her life, and what this business has done for her. So those are a few great examples, and also a few great people to go and follow on social media. So I'm going to hand over, before we talk about following up and what to say, I'm going to hand over to Kim, who's going to share her tips and what's working for her at the moment, because she is sponsoring. And obviously she's our brand leader too. So Kim, I'm going to hand it over to you. Go for it.
Hello. Thanks, Hales. That was fabulous. Do you know what, girls? I think it's like important to speak about with this, first of all, is that, you know, because I feel like we've had a massive shift, which I know everyone will agree with right now. Um, will agree with right now, and I can feel the confidence in my team and people that I'm speaking to who were lacking in that in regards to sales. And it's about building that confidence now in attracting people to your team. And I was just literally thinking about how it started for me when I was walking my dog before. And honestly, because people can see you with a big team sometimes, and you've done this for such a long time, and just presume, you know, that you've always been super confident with this and it comes naturally to you. And honestly, it was just not the case for me when I started at all. This was the side of the business that I honestly didn't think that I was ever going to be able to do, or just believe that I could do that. You know, when you're watching other people with these big teams and you think, oh my goodness, that must be amazing. Like, how could that ever be me? And it is honestly all about, for me, it was a mindset switch. When I first got into the industry, I was brilliant at sales because it was just natural, wasn't it? It was just, I'm using these products. This is how I feel. Here's my results. I kept showing up with them. And it's reminding yourself that it's exactly the same with the business side of things. It's no different. It's showing up. It's showing how it works for you. It's showing the benefits that you're getting from it, you know, to attract people to you. But honestly, one of the biggest things that helped me was when I started thinking about how many people I could help with this as well. Because I think sometimes when you're coming from like a selfish perspective, you know, I want to build this massive team, there's kind of a blocker there. And I'll always remember I'd literally been doing my business for about 6 months, and getting to an event changed everything for me, because it opened my eyes to the people that were building a business were themselves in so many different ways, which Hayley's touching on here, you know, being your authentic self, attracting to people to you by being you, but also this big side of the business where you can really help people and get this massive fulfillment. Like, I want you to open your eyes and believe yourself that you can do that side of things as well. I'll never forget that event, just watching people, and I could see like the fulfillment and the love from people like exchanging, when you can tell it was like the upline and the downline, you know, from the fact that that person brought that other person in. That is like that was a switch for me. I also wanted that feeling to be able to bring people in and to help them be successful. So I really want you to think about that. Like, how much would it mean to you to start building a team and really help them be successful, really have some life-changing stories that is because of you, and getting out of your own way with attracting? So it's honestly a mindset switch, first of all. I think is like getting yourself in a state where this is not just about me. Who can I help with this opportunity? It's working in so many ways for me. So I'm going to have the confidence now in team building the same way that I've got the confidence in the products, because they're working for me as well. So that is huge. I think that mindset switch is absolutely massive. And thinking about what attracted you, like what was it that attracted you to the business? Do you portray that to other people? Do you tell people what attracted you? Do they know your story on social media? You know, and do you try and attract people in the same way that you were attracted to the business? I think is really important things to think about as well. And it's just all about like your lifestyle, but the little things. You do not need to wait till you've got some giant success story to be attracting people. I absolutely promise you, people are attracted by energy. They are attracted by vision. If they can see you're excited about something, you're talking about the future, which at the moment is we're in such a great position. You only have to go and look at Dan's post, especially, you know, when he's sharing all the stats that we've got, the growth that we're having at the moment. Like, you should be talking about these vision moments and growth that we're having, so that people can see, oh, actually that little product thing that she shares, you know, the products that she talks about, wow, it's actually something so much bigger than her, so that you can see that other side to it as well. And it's an amazing time of year to be showing what our business can do for you, because look, like today, who was working in the garden? How flipping glorious with that. I was never ever take it for granted. Getting to work wherever you want to work, especially when we have these sunny days, because I remember being cooped up in an office and inside a shop, wishing I could get out. So, you know, if you showing people that you can place orders whilst you're in the car, whilst you're on the go, whilst you're sat in the garden, it's just dropping all those little subtle hints all the time. And it's not saying join my team, join my team. It's showing your day. People are going to go, God, she was in the gym this morning, then she was in the garden, then she was on a jog walk, then she was in the gym again. You know, people can see through that, like, what does she do? Because they don't have that kind of time freedom. So all the little bits and bobs that you're doing throughout the day is, you know, that's still planting seeds without you just jumping out there and telling people to join your team. I also think, obviously, sharing other people's success and social proof is really important. It's been absolutely brilliant that we've had our Momentum Challenge. Use that to your advantage. And we're a great community here, girls. If you haven't got your own team, share other people's. We are, you know, we're as one. You can share other people's success. You can borrow other people's belief as you work up and build on your own. And honestly, at the moment, again, I think one of our biggest strengths is, as we have been teaching, homing in on your hero products, like, use that as well for the simplicity of attracting people to your business. One thing I have learned massively over the years, I used to talk too much when it comes to attracting people to the business. And when they actually ask me any questions, or when I'm talking about what the business opportunity is, say less to more people. Like, that is one of the best things that you can do. Keep things simple. That, you know, if they're asking you questions, someone's been attracted to what you're doing, they want to know the simple basics. They don't need to know the everything ins and outs of everything. And I love how simple we can keep it now, especially like with, you know, with your referral code. Like, it's just giving someone their own referral code to share. It's not, you don't have to go into the big team talk and all the rest of it. That will come as you have attracted that person, you've got them on board, and then you will go down that avenue with them as well. So saying less to more people is massively important, and use it. Honestly, at the moment, I'm just having massive success because my confidence is sky high with the products, in particular Radiance. I know we keep talking about it on the team calls, but it's just working so well for me. When I'm speaking to customers, potential customers, there at the moment, lots of people are asking me about joining the team just because of the confidence of the product. When I'm talking to them about the product, it's been and you know, it's been out for a few weeks. It's now sold out twice. It's award winning. People are like, actually, how does it work? I'd love to share these products as well. So I think that's really important. They're going to feel your confidence. So look for those avenues as well when people are talking to you about the products for the, you know, that they're interested in the business. And honestly, I'm keeping things so simple, but like be brave, girls, as well. Like, not in the sense at all of cold messaging and going spamming people and sending people like, you know, terrible messages where you've never spoken to them before. But only last night when I was listening to the team huddle, when I was on the call with Rachel and Emma, something that Rachel said that was just dead simple again about, you know, the simplicity of sharing your code. You'd be amazing at this. Would you like your own code to share? And I just sent a few messages to a few girls that are my ideal team members that I want on. One of them in particular, I wanted her at the beginning. She's not a hairdresser. She's massive in wedding hair. So I thought, oh, I'm going to message her now actually because of Radiance. Just if you can think of people where it's a genuine conversation, it's a genuine message. You're not spamming. You're not coming out with something you know, tacky and icky. All I literally said to her last night was, "Hey, gorgeous, how are you? I thought of you because we've launched a collagen beauty drink. It's been absolutely amazing for hair growth, super fast. Would you like to have a code for your clients?" And she messaged me back saying, "Oh, I'm not taking any collagen at the moment. I've been thinking about you too. I'm ready for it." I'm speaking to her, and it's like it can be that simple, you know, just keeping things simple, talking about your hero products, why you think they'd be amazing, and would they like a referral code to share with people, and then you can go into other things after that. But I honestly think the biggest thing is confidence, energy. This is the one place that you get to be yourself. And anytime I pull away from that, I only did it a few months ago, girls. You know, you start to like try and be a bit bougie, you know, and a bit like, oh, how should I be showing up on social media? Like, humor works for me. Just being myself. That's what attracts people to me. They can relate to me. This is the one place you can be super successful by being yourself. So never ever forget that. But I do think it is a decision when you think to yourself, I want to go to new heights in the business. You can't do that alone. It includes team building and attracting people. So everything Hayley shared tonight has been absolutely incredible. Being yourself, showing other varieties of who you are and what you do. Having confidence with your products is going to allow you to have confidence in attracting people into your team. If you know they're that great and that you know they're that good, why wouldn't you want to invite someone to share them? It just makes sense. And I seen something as well, like a little quote that I'm just going to leave you with now, which I seen last night, and I thought, I like that. And it was, if you knew you were 25 failures away from your goal, how fast would you want to get through those 25 failures? And I feel like you can relate to that in regards to like team building and being more brave with your business as well, getting out there and having these conversations instead of holding back and holding back. That is one of my only regrets in the way that I built the business, is I was slow at the beginning out of fear, just not confident enough. And that mindset switch and just getting out there to other people and thinking how I could help them absolutely changed everything. So just think about where we're at now. We're in a massive growth period. We're in an incredible time, but we need more growth, more people. Welcome them into being a part of that. You can talk about that. You know, we're having massive growth. Our products are selling out. But yeah, I've still went to an event last week and nobody knew who we were. We need some great people to work alongside us. Would you love a code to share? Keep it simple, keep it straight to the point, keep it genuine. And yeah, that is me. Hope that was helpful.
That was so helpful. That was so amazing. Thanks, Carly. What I really love about what you do as well is you talk to stories a lot. So people get to know you, like the way you sound and like the way you talk. And I think that's really important sometimes with social media, because we can post so much, but people just love to listen to us. And you talk a lot when you're in your car, when you're onto the gym, when you're with your son. And I think that's like anonymous engagement. People will follow you and get to know you that way. And I think that's like super important and really helpful when it comes to building. Definitely. And I love what you say about thinking about like helping others. And I have to say that's a massive mindset shift when you can make it less about what it's going to do for your team like your business personally and what you can do for other people, it works so much better because you're having such a great time here. You're earning money, you're striving towards your goals. How can you help someone else do exactly the same? Mega, mega important. Thank you so much. Absolutely love that. I know that the girls did as well in the chat from what I can see in the comments. So just to kind of end, bring this to a close, it's like when we're looking at following up on what to say, obviously Carly's given us some really amazing pointers about how to keep it simple and special, about having a referral link. Do they want to share it with their customers? But also, like, don't overthink it. Definitely don't overthink it. You can follow up your social media engagement if it's relevant to the post. You know, thanks for liking and commenting. Are you open to learning more? Have you ever considered? That type of like lead in works quite well. You know, when you're looking at following up your customers, it's sometimes like Carly pointed out on that message there. It's like, oh, I've been thinking about you. We've got a collagen drink. Do you now interested in sharing it with your clients? I've been thinking about you. Are you open to learning more? Have you ever considered? These are really great opening lines to keep it just super simple, super bright and breezy. And especially when your hero product, a lot of the girls at the moment, a lot of the team in the field at the moment are following up their customers of their favorite product, whether it be Radiance or Essentials. And when they're having a very good response and they're asking for a testimonial or saying, I'm so glad, would you mind like writing a review or tagging me in it? Or can I share your story about why you've decided to buy Radiance from me and what it's doing for you? The engagement that that post then produces from your customers' audience also commenting has been a really great way to follow up with those interactions and say to your customer, look at all those engagement that you're having from that great review you did for me online. Like, have you ever considered being an ambassador, or have you ever considered having your own referral link? Really, really simple things to say that just keep it easy, bright and breezy, and not complicated at all, to help other people get started in sharing products. So your call to action, do your profile review. Who are you? Can I go to your profile and can I see easily who you are, what makes you you? Do I know that you're part of this amazing community and why you're here? But do I know that you sell something? Do I know what you're into or what your lifestyle looks like? Post with a purpose, like post to attract people. And that doesn't have to be, you know, really, it should be in a very genuine sense, a very genuine, relatable storytelling sense. You know, it could show your sense of humor, it could show your family life, it could show how you're using a product, it could show that you're just booked your ticket to the first of your first event. That's a little plug there for the Summer Summit, guys. As Carly said, events are like so important. Let people get to know you and be relatable, and follow up. Go through your social media. Have you followed up with everybody? Have you dropped everyone a message to say, hey, thanks so much for liking my post, and engaged in a conversation with everybody? And I think that's really important to do. So that's kind of it tonight on the basics, and hopefully that's been helpful. I'm just going to check the comments a second, because there was a question I wanted to come back to. I think it was from Maria. She talked about, is our main grid meant to be about you and our stories about 5 points around our lives? I think, Maria, in this case, I think use your social media the way that is most aligned with who you are. I think as long as I always used to say to my team, and Carly might be different, but I think as long as you have a really good balance, it makes you only need to post like once a day or a few times a week on your main grid. But if you want to keep it like alternate it between business, product, lifestyle, so people can see a really great variation, but use your stories for everything else. You know, talk to your stories, share your offers in your stories. It's like all the background. It's like everything. It's like the behind the scenes where people can get to know how you sound and what your life looks like, but what products you're using. Take your makeup off with them, cleanse your face with them. Show them how to mix a collagen drink. You can put anything in stories and people will just love it. And I used to say, like, do a bit of a sandwich, you know, do lifestyle, business, lifestyle, do lifestyle, product, lifestyle. Just sandwich the content in the middle of who you are and why people can relate to you in the first instance. So, Carly, anything to add just to leave it off, or are you good?
Yeah, just because you reminded me there when Maria mentioned about the grid, I do think as well it's great to have, obviously I know you touched on the bio, but like whatever your pinned posts are, like make them good ones, you know, if like people are coming to you. So whether it
Yeah.
is, you know, so I've got one on there that's like what actually explains what Beyond Beauty Club is. Like if you go into it, it's a carousel, it goes into it in detail, you know, like if someone's come to have a nosy at me, they're gonna see all those details. And then I've got the one with Simon. So obviously that looks great. So, you know, something that's going to show you at your best and actually explains what you do. It's good to have that there as well, because if people are coming to have a nosy at you, they're going to see your best pin post up there as well to be able to find out more information without even having the conversation.
Love that. Love that. Thank you so much, Carly. Really appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for popping on this week. And if you have any questions, as normal, reach out to your leader or myself, and we'll be happy to help you. But have an amazing rest of your week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.